Hello, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to get to talking and tapping and chatting. Let me know if you have any questions. Come on in, friends. I appreciate you joining me. Come on in and join the live. We will get to talking in a second. And so let me know if you have any questions. Okay. And I appreciate you all joining. How you doing? Yes, Michelle. How are you, friend? I am just getting started. Appreciate you joining as well. I'm trying to get my screen set up, get everything going, and I'm gonna try to get going. You know, today is my busy day. So now that I've added these shops on, and then I have my meetings, and oh gosh, it becomes before you know it, the day is over, and I'm moving and shaking. I'm working on snacks and my June content calendar. Look at you, Fred. You are in it. So that's what 10 months look like. What you're doing. Content calendar, getting everything organized. I'm committed. I'm committed to doing this. I am gonna stay with it. So that's what it's all about. Just sticking with it. Hello, friends. Let's see. We going we're not gonna do that, friend. I had to do it. You need a calendar too. I do. I do. I um I do. I'll say that. I have things electronically, but I think I need to just write it out. I'm a big proponent of planning, having planners, having those type of documents so that we can so that I can keep track of things. We will talk tomorrow. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, so it's funny you say that. I actually it's funny you say this because I actually bought my son. That's kind of one of our big things where there's a calendar in his little bedroom where he can mark it every day so he can see when events are happening, holidays, little activities, his swim lessons, stuff like that. So we keep that and he marks it. He puts his little X every morning. I say, go mark your calendar. Go ahead and he has to get his clothes where they're sitting out for him and stuff. I said, go ahead and get your clothes on, mark your calendar, put your clothes on, all this other stuff. So yeah, so that's our routine. So he literally has a calendar he looks at every morning. So I just bought him the one that goes from July all the way through next year this time. So it's July to June essentially. And so now I need to get myself one. I actually have one. You know what? Now that I think about it, I do have a planner that's in here. I probably need a big calendar though. That's the thing about it. Just sticking to that. Hello, friends. Thank you for joining. I looked at the room. I'm like, oh, make sure you like the live, comment, and subscribe. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochet, so definitely come in, connect with her. She is my YouTube coach as well, so if you have questions, you can connect with her as well. I want to make sure you guys get the support you need, especially if you're a small content creator and you're on this channel and you're looking for support. I'm going to give you tips. I want you to go live with ease and confidence. And oh, Yes, Michelle Crochet, she will give you support when it comes to building up your YouTube channel as well. So we work together in this platform, and so you are able to get the support you need. You said, wow. It was like, boom, okay, let me let me respond really quickly. So all who are in the room, make sure you like and comment. And then I usually will switch over to TikTok and we'll talk about going live over there as well. So I co-stream. And if you are in the channel, again, comment so we get to know who's in the room and like the live as well. So go ahead and click the like button up there. And then also, please like the live, yes. And then also, if you are looking to build your channel, make sure you subscribe. And if you subscribe to us and maybe go to one of our pages to look at one of our short or long form videos, comment over there, like it and subscribe if you haven't done it already. We will do the same for you. We get notifications so we can see that. We can go and intentionally connect with your channels. We're all trying to grow here, so we want to make sure everyone's growing. So I tell people all the time, this is our growth season. We're in the spring, so we all can grow. Thank you so much, Lenny. How are you, friend? Make sure you, again, like the live if you haven't done so already and subscribe. So I appreciate you being here. And I get to talking and chatting and connecting. So I appreciate you joining, friend. And we're gonna get going. All right, friends, let me set this up really quickly. I usually set up my screen over here. I gotta make sure that I am ready to go. And then again, feel free to use the chat to ask questions because we will get to chatting. I'll get to talking. And I record this. So there's a playlist. If I say anything in here and you're curious about it, yes, I scribe. Thank you so much, friend. And if you're curious about anything I say, it is also recorded. So you can go back to the playlist and say, okay, I remember this. Dr. Lisa said something about this particular thing. When it comes time to go live, if you live stream on TikTok, I give a lot of gems and nuggets about leveraging that platform. So feel free to look at the playlist and remember, you can go back and refer to that. You said, where am I from? I'm from Orlando, Florida. So I'm in Florida, friend. So thank you for joining. Appreciate it. And put in the chat where you're from, and we'll get to connecting and building community. And like I said, if you have any specific YouTube questions, maybe you're a new channel, you're trying to grow your channel, put that in the chat too. Oh, Germany. Okay, welcome, welcome. You said, what hood do I claim? Thank you, friend. I don't claim a hood. But let me know where you're from. Michelle said, no, not today. This is a professional page. You will not do that. I love it. All right, friends, let's get to going. You will not do all that, friend. Let's see. So feel free to connect. We're going to get to going, and we will be connecting here. All right. Thank you all. Hello, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch Your Income. Come on in, friends. We're going to talk about all things going live. Hello, Kevin. Thank you from Florida. All right, we're going to talk about all things going live with ease and confidence. I want you to make sure you are going live. If you are shy, nervous, scared, introverted, whatever you claim to be, this is a place for you, and I can help you through the process of going live. So all that are joining live, thank you so much. We are just getting started, so feel free to come in, like the live, as well as comment. Let me know if you're new. I appreciate you all joining. Let me know if you're new to the live. Nathan, thank you so much for joining. Bountiful, how are you, friend? Thank you for being here. I am just getting started. Like I said, this is my 4 p.m. So it's my go live with ease, and confidence. And so I want you all to feel comfortable going live. We're going to talk about tips and strategies to go live, but also I give information surrounding your mindset. I want you all to have the right mindset for this. So we have a lot of people. I did a whole session last week where we talked about mindfulness and making sure you had to shift your mindset if you're going to be in this space, because it's not easy. It's for the person that is really going to be committed to showing up every day. We're going to make sure we put you in timeout too, so we can. Did we do it at the same time? We might have did it at the same time. Awesome. Thank you, Michelle. I was like, I don't have time for that. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much, all that are coming in. How you doing, Doris? How you doing, Amanda and Dorothy? Appreciate you. Miss Darlene, how are you, friend? Frank, thank you for joining. I see you all. Keith, thank you for joining, friends. Come on in. Let me know where you're from. I appreciate you. LD the DJ, thank you so much for joining the live, friend. How are you, friend? And we're going to get to chatting and talking. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Good afternoon, Sean Lee. How are you, friend? And what I talk about in this live is just making sure you guys are getting as much information, specifically my beginners. If you are new, I always say put new in the chat. You said from Minnesota. How are you, Miss Darlene? Okay, appreciate your friend. Thank you for joining. I said, and so yes, so I say I am. If you're new to the chat, let me know you're new. Just put new in the chat, and then we'll get to talking. Oh, I sent invite by accident. Didn't mean to do that. Creative, Donna. I didn't mean to send the invite. Don't accept, friend. Don't accept. My finger. So here's what happened. I talked about this earlier today because I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. So I've switched to my tablet, and my tablet is slightly elevated. It's not tabletop level. It's a little elevated. And what I did not get a chance to do, and I'm going to make a note to myself because I had the note already. Where was it? Oh gosh, I got to find it now. I was supposed to do it. I got distracted with calls. I had back to back. That's what I need to do. I'm going to set it here for myself so I can Make sure I look at it when I get off the live. Um, I need to look at the orientation of my device because right now the camera is along here. And so I need to switch so that I can see. So I look like I'm looking off center, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm looking directly at you all, but the camera is over here. So I need to look that way. So unfortunately, it looks a little weird for me. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad for you all. And so I just switched to this tablet instead of my phone because my phone has a very straight on view because the camera is at the top. And so it looks very, ooh, sorry, it looks very clearly like I'm looking at you all, but I'm not, unfortunately. So I have to figure out the orientation and change it. And I switched from my phone because my phone was giving me a little bit of problems. So I figured let me switch to the tablet to really make sure that I'm able to fully engage. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Oh, Michelle, you took your comment back. I guess that wasn't a person. Betsy, how are you, friend? How are you? Welcome to the live. You've been a little quiet lately. How's everything going? Are you still going live? Let us know in the chat. So feel free to please like the live, share the live out. We're going to get to starting and talking a little bit. And again, thank you. Happy. How are you, friend? And if you are new to my live, go ahead and put new in the chat. We'll get to talking that way too. And that way I can support you, especially if you're someone who's still getting used to going live, or maybe you haven't gone live yet. Okay. So I always say, I want you to make sure you feel comfortable and confident. And so that's what this talk is about. I usually will say you want to make sure that you are, you know, doing it scared, doing it nervous, doing all the things, but just doing it, okay? Practice makes progress. So if you show up every day, you'll feel better about how you're becoming more and more comfortable with this. I was literally just talking to my TikTok shop, the TTS. I always have to say the abbreviation. I was talking to her before this call. She's my TikTok shop coach, the agency I'm with, and she was coaching me through my TTS. Through those lives because it's a different experience. So she was giving me tips and strategies that I could use to be a better live host for those shoppable lives, those products there. So again, anything you're doing is new. You're feeling uncomfortable and awkward, and you're trying to make in the process. And I know that I can relate to that, but you still need to make sure you show up and do it. So I say that because I want you guys to be successful. Thank you so much, Presence. How are you, friend? If you don't mind sharing out the live, friends. So if you click the arrow, you can share it out to individuals that way. Or if you hold down the middle of the screen, hold down my glasses, my nose, anywhere in the middle of the screen, you can share the live out to your viewers. TikTok is going to TikTok just gave, I'm just going to do it from this side. TikTok gave us, it's going to give us a flash code in a second. I'm pressing the screen to share out my live. You guys see me in real time sharing it out. Thank you so much all who are coming in the room. And so we'll see how this goes. I was fortunate not to deal with much of the glitching stuff yesterday. I mean, this morning at the 10 o'clock, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Betsy, did you get filtered? How are you, friend? I see you sharing out the live. How you doing, Nails Vibe? How are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much, everyone who are coming in, join the live. Shay Sprays, how are you, friend? Appreciate you all sharing out the live. Betsy, I was checking on you. How you doing, friend? Let me know how you're doing as well. Sometimes TikTok will filter you, so want to make sure that you're doing fine. And I know you're in your last. Dr. Lisa just got accepted into the affiliate program. Look at you! Awesome. Wait a minute, Darlene. That was super fast. Wait a minute. You might have a record, friend. Wait a minute. Yeah. Wait a minute. So 100. Hey, how are you doing? On the other account. Okay, gotcha. You saw me. I was like, wait a minute. So yes, how are you, friend? Presence, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, friend? Hey, Lisa, I'm doing okay. Some medical stuff going on, but I'm getting ready to get back into it. Okay, friend. I understand. Yeah, you know you got to take care of your health. And you know I know the medical stuff that you're adjusting to and stuff, and it does take time. I know that was the case with even my mother-in-law, and so she had a couple setbacks, some stuff that she needed to take care of, but she's better now. So it takes time. It takes time. It's an adjustment, friend. So I will be keeping you in my thoughts and prayers, and hopefully everything is getting better for you. Hello, Mari Exa. How are you? How you doing, Brienne? You said I'm going back to the gym today. Okay, tonight. So I'm really excited about that. Awesome, awesome. That is awesome. Well, take it easy. Just walk on the treadmill. Do some little arm weights. Hi there. How are you, Brienne? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. My friends who are in the chat, you guys are not being very nice in on the YT. On the YT, you guys know I co-stream. I'm co-streaming the YT. They're getting filtered quite left and right. Getting put in time out. So yes, hello friends. So we're gonna get started. How you doing, Suddenly Susan? See you all coming in. Thank you all for liking and sharing the live. I appreciate you all. EM, how are you, friend? Come on in. Thank you so much. I see you. Come on in. I'm good. Hope you are too. I am. I am. So again, some of you guys are new. So if you're new, just put new in the room. Brianna, how are you? You're new. This is a brand new account. And you're new to my live as well. Appreciate you joining. Presence, how are you, Pilates instructor? Welcome to the live. Your room is very new as your live. Your profile is very new as well. So welcome, welcome. So this particular live, this is my go live with ease and confidence. As you could tell, I have some people who have been here before joining the live. Many of these people are starting their live host journey, and they've been going live. Some have been going live for a couple months now. Don't get me wrong. Miss Darlene, I'm thinking of you. Suddenly Susan, she just launched last week and she is going strong. Betsy is somebody, she's gone. She started. She's still going to try to get back into it. So let me say this. If you are a live host and you're in my room, go ahead and put in the chat your live topic, your time zone. I want people to see that. And if you are new, I know some of you are new. Brianne says she is new. Anybody else new in the room? Go ahead and put that in the chat as well. We usually get to chatting and connecting at the beginning in particular because I want to activate the room. Hello, everyone. Tap. Tap her up. Thank you so much. Tap while you're listening. I appreciate you. And so we get to tapping, we get to sharing, we get to connecting. We're going to do what Miss Darlene just did for Brianna. She said, hello, welcome into the room. And so come on in, build your community. We want to make sure people are connecting. And then I typically ask a lot of questions to make sure you are not nervous, scared, shy, introverted about doing this, because this is something that you can do. Your community, your audience is waiting to hear your voice. So I say that all the time. Thank you. I only gone live once. I want to go again, but definitely kind of scared, laugh out loud. That's okay, friend. Live host 3 months in. Patos to profits, is that it? Pesos, is that it? Pesos to profits? Thank you so much, friend. Look at you, Sniffle. How are you, friend? That is good. Awesome. 3 months in, you are doing it. You know what, guys? I'm going to do a video about this. I will be hitting 6 months on June 1st. We're going to chat that. 6 months of going live almost every single day. I only missed 3 days. 3 days. 3 days I did not go live at all. So I am doing it. I am committed to being in this space. I'm going to show up and I'm going to continue to show up, and I'm just going to say, okay, you know what? This is where I'm meant to be. So 3 months, I mean, three lives I missed. One of those were TikToks. The other two were me. The other times I go live twice. So I do the morning, which is 10 a.m. Eastern, and then this is my 4 p.m. Eastern. So I have had days where I have not done both of them, but since February I've been doing 2 a day, and I think I'm probably around 8 that I have not done both live. So the 4 o'clock one is the one that typically gets kind of a scheduling conflict, but I try to go. I try to show up. I try to stay showing up. Hi, Queen. Thank you so much, Ruth. Yet to go live, but plan too soon. Awesome. Sniffles, you said yours. Awesome. Welcome all. I'm live Monday through Saturday at 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, chatting about thriving in post perimenopause. Yes, friend, very important topic. I appreciate you being here as well. Congratulations. Congratulations. Celebrate your 6 months. I know. I'm going to celebrate it. I'm gonna put something out there. I have to do a post. I'll probably come in here. Maybe on Sunday I'll do something special. We'll see. I'll have to see what Sunday looks like. I usually play around with the filters. I had like this clap and celebration thing. There's a filter you can use. I may bring that one back. We'll see. Shay Sprays, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Go live. That's it. Go live. And so you said Monday, I missed yours, friend. Let me see. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern, selling natural air fresheners. Look at you, friend. Shea sprays. Oh, hello, Lordy, postmenopause. It's terrible. How are you, friend? You said postmenopause is, I'm sorry. I sent an invite by accident. Don't accept it. Don't accept it, friend. I appreciate you, though. Yes, you got this. The road to retirement. Yes, yes. That's all good. Yes, I'm definitely in the Perry. Probably knocking on the door of menopause too. You said it's all good. Thank you so much, Leela. Thank you so much for being here. All right, friends. How you doing, Nika? You just came up in here. How are you, friend? I love that. Thank you so much for joining. I retired in 63 days officially. Ooh, nice. Nice. So what, June 1st for you, you'll be at the 60-day countdown. That's about the right math. So yes, awesome. Look at you. Someday. Heart Me. TikTok's playing with us, y'all. TikTok is playing with us with the Heart Me's. You guys understand the assignment. I'm good setting up our festival. Didn't realize the time. So I'm like, you're fine, friend. I came on time. I'm trying to be a little bit more regimented. We'll see. I wasn't totally on time, but trying to be a little bit more regimented with how I'm starting my lives. I have the setup for my YouTube, and then I have the setup for here, so it takes a minute or two. But really quickly, my new people in the room, just so that you know what I just did, that is the flash goal. TikTok offers the flash goal for us, and we'll see if we achieve it. But essentially, it's the daily heart me. That's the flash goal right now. It's a 15-minute timer, so I'll probably pin it again in a few minutes. But essentially, you come in, you click the daily heart me. The daily heart me, let me just say this. The daily heart me, you do need one coin. So I teach all this so that you guys understand how to use TikTok in a way that if you're going to go live, you can educate your community. How you doing, Dominique? How you doing, friend? Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sharing the live out, friends. So if you're going to go live, you want to know how to make sure your live is activated. That's the word I use, to make sure people are coming in, it's moving and shaking, because people are engaging. Okay. So one of the ways to engage is actually to click that daily heart me. It shows where you are becoming part of what they call the fan club. Now, I'm not a big fan of the fan club, because I think it's one of those things where at the end of the day, we are a team. We are working together. We are building this community. And so I don't do well if you guys don't show up and support the live. And then you don't do well if you don't come to my live and get all your engagement points. Okay. So we got to work together. So I'll talk about that, because I want you all to be successful. And then as you go live, you want to educate your community. Okay, you'll notice people with the blue boxes. I point that out because those blue boxes are an indicator of people who are actively engaging. So when you have a room full of no blue boxes or no orange hearts, the orange hearts are actually the daily heart me. So if you have a room where those are not shown and people don't have them, then that tells you a couple things. It tells you that you got some work to do to educate your community. And you got to make sure that people understand how to fully optimize their profile, how to come into live and take advantage of the relationships and connections that they can make, as well as getting the points. Okay. So that's what this is all about. So the daily heart me, when you click that, you instantly follow the live host. So again, that's a telltale sign. If people don't have the heart me, then you're like, oh, well, they never followed me. Or if they didn't follow me, they didn't do it through the daily heart me, because you can click here and follow me, but they didn't do it as a daily heart me. So maybe they're not part of the fan club. Okay. Thank you so much. Look at that level 12. Appreciate you, Holly Q. Most of the people coming in this live, they've gotten it either at the 10 o'clock because they came to my 10 o'clock, or they came back. They're coming here now to the 4 o'clock. And that's why I joked and said TikTok playing with us, because TikTok y'all know how to get the Daily Heart Me. And so I have a lot of returners as well. Where do I find the Daily Heart Me? Oh, it's right here. It's that Heart Plus. That Heart Plus at the top here next to my name. That's the Daily Heart Me. You can click it. Now, if you're on a computer, what I've heard is that the Daily Heart Me is not there if you're on a desktop or a computer, but it should be available if you're on a laptop, or I'm sorry, a tablet, or your phone. So you should be able to get it. Thank you so much. How you doing, Coaching with Miss Jessie? How you doing, friend? And so thank you so much, friends who are coming onto the YT. Appreciate you. Hello, Rhonda. How are you, friend? And so you want to come in. Daily Heart Me also, thank you for getting the Daily Heart Me. The Daily Heart Me is also where you get you get points for being a part of this community. You get level up gifts. You can fully engage. There's a lot you can gain from being a part of a community. So you're getting points, and then as you level up higher, you can give special gifts. It's, again, making you a part of this community. You get to follow me instantly. The screen will pop up. It says, do you want to add a comment? You can add a comment, and then that's how you get the blue boxes. And so also when you do the Daily Heart Me, you get 45 points. So I tell people now, you want to claim your points, okay? So when you're coming into some room, you got the level up cake. Look at there. Thank you so much. Congratulations, friend. And so when you are claiming your points, you're getting more points for engaging in this live. And again, it allows TikTok to know that you are a high engager, both for this live. So the orange heart represents this live, and the blue box goes with you with every single live you go to. The orange heart, you can go to someone else's live and click their Daily Heart Me and level up in their room, especially if it's a room that you want to participate, you want to engage, so you want to make sure that you're doing that. So blue box, let me talk about that since I'm on the blue box kick and I'm on the Daily Heart Me, because TikTok gave us that as the flash code. So what happens with the Daily Heart Me? I said you have to have coins on your account. So if you click the gift box, you can get coins there. You can click that corner in the bottom corner, right corner. You can recharge in the app. There is a processing fee. So I tell people, go to the website, www.tiktok.com/symbol coin. Okay? COIN. Log in, get coins. I usually say if you got $20 in coins, you can get 2,000 coins. That is plenty to fully engage. Also, there's a processing fee in the app where you don't pay that on the website. So you get a little bit more coins for your money. So again, as you are engaging, you need a coin to click the Daily Heart Me. Once you put that comment in, you're going to put a comment in, and then you can see what your level blue box is. Mariaxa, you done leveled up to 25. I just noticed that. Congratulations, friend. You have leveled up. Look at you. Thank you for sharing the live. Feel free to share out the live and tap the screen. We're going to get to going. Thank you so much. If you put a comment in, anyone who is new to my room, if you're new or you're curious about your level, put in the comments blue box. We're going to talk about that really, really quick. I'm starting sooner in the course of this conversation, so I just want to make sure I get it all in. So if you want to put in real quick blue box, once you put the word in blue box, you'll be able to click your photo. As you click your photo, your mini profile is going to pop up. You click your mini profile. There is going to be a level. Thank you so much, Dorothy. Dorothy, your level is 19. So there's going to be a level for your blue box. If you don't have a blue box, it'll say 0. Okay. And then you can still see where your points are. So once you click that level 19, it will take you to another screen, a blue box screen. Will pop up, a blue screen rather. And in that screen, it's going to show you how many points you've gotten in those first set of numbers. There's a / symbol that tells you the total amount of points you need to get to that next level. And then underneath there's the experience points, those engagement points. And that's what you're going to use to level up. And so thank you so much, all. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if there's any other questions, especially my new people in the room. And so once you see those points, those are the points that you're striving for to get to a blue box. So I want to make sure I say that to you all. So Daily Heart Me is showing right now, so we'll see that. And then what I typically tell people is that, let me pin it again. I'm sorry. We'll pin it again. And so what I typically tell people is that the coins that you have on your account, those are coins to actively engage. There's also the free support, the support where you are essentially sharing out the live, like Miss Darlene's doing. If you hold down my glasses and nose, that's where you can do a power share. You can share out the live. You want to make sure your viewers, your community is actively sharing out your live. So you want to communicate that to them as much as possible. And then tapping the screen is free support. And then commenting. As you guys are coming into a room and engaging and connecting, you want to comment. Those comments are getting you points. Sharing out the live also. Tapping the screen, which is the likes. The likes is where it says 11.1K likes up here, right under my name. Those likes are where people have tapped the screen. TikTok gives you points. So it says 30 people in the room right now. If you click that box, hi love, how are you? Nika, thank you so much. If you click that up there, it'll show you how many likes. Who are the top viewers in the room right now? Who are the people who are coming in, actively supporting the live, engaging, they're collecting points for their engagement from tapping the screen, sharing out the live. It'll also show you a question mark. I always say, anywhere you see a question mark, click the question mark. So you can see very intentionally how to level up, how to become a top viewer. And it tells you how you can get points. You can get a max of 3 points for every 10 minutes. What is the website again? The website is www.tiktok.com. So www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. And so that's where it is. Yeah, appreciate you being here. So come on in. Oh, look at you, Tiffany. How are you? You changed your name, friend. Congratulations. Look at that. Did great information. Thank you so much, friend. So I just wanted to make sure you guys know how to engage, know what's going on. That question mark up there, if you see how many people in the room, click that question mark. So your tapping matters. Your commenting matters. Your sharing matters. Those are ways to get the room moving and activated. If you have a few people in the room, just ask them to engage. And just as you are talking about it, you just continue to tell people to engage in your room. Okay? So we started off, my friend who said they were nervous. Thank you all. How you doing, Holly? Thank you so much. Make sure you guys like and share out the live. Let me do my, before I pivot too far in, let me do my YT commercial. So I always have to do that because my moderator, Yes Michelle Crochets, she didn't come over. She was doing some work, so she didn't come over for a second. But know that she is somebody you guys can connect with. She is my moderator over there. Let me show you guys real quick because I co-stream. I just wanted to make sure I shared that. And so as I am co-streaming, I save this. So if there's anything I say, anything you're curious about, you're like, can you repeat that? I put it as a playlist on YouTube, essentially. So you can go back and watch that. Okay? So this is here for you. Thank you so much, friends. So this is here for you. So recognize you can always go back and watch it. And then what I'm doing is building up my page. So I'm trying to make sure that this page is growing with my community and my subscribers over there. And so is Yes Michelle Crochet. So if you are not following her, please do. She is so close to getting to her threshold, which is 1,000 subscribers. So we want to make sure she gets there. So if you don't mind supporting her, so if you support us and you go in and you go to one of our shorts, our long form videos, and comment, like, and subscribe, we get a notification. We can go to your page and do the same. So you get 2 people for 1 just by doing that. But I want you guys to be intentional about growing your other platforms, specifically YouTube, because essentially it's not social media, actually. I tell you all the time, it is a search engine. It's where you actually go to search for different video content, information. So if you're building your community, you can build that. How you doing? Over here. Thank you so much, friend. Okay, yes. You said, well, actually, here's the problem. You said, I was wondering why you weren't looking at me. Well, Tiffany, I said, how do you, friend? I think you're the same one. How you doing, Tab? How you doing, Principal Martin? I said that my screen, I said this earlier, so those who are not, who missed me, I'm on my tablet. and then I'm on my phone here. So my tablet is not oriented correctly. I look off center. I look like I'm looking to the side. I feel like I'm trying to look straight and I'm not looking straight because the camera's over here. And so it's interesting because I'm trying to figure out how to, I'm gonna have to figure out how to change the orientation or I won't be able to use this tablet because it actually is kind of weird. It's weird for me as well. Thank you so much, friends who are joining the live. I appreciate it. Yes, I am in the process of yes, you're working with Michelle. I know, friend. Saw you on FYP, just stopped in to show you some love. Thank you so much. Big Q Deb. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate you all coming in. Definitely come in and connect. Let me know if you have any questions too, especially if you're new. So go on to the YT. I say it's a search engine. I want you guys to understand it is evergreen content. When you say evergreen, that means that the content that you post or that you do long form or short form videos, people can go back and watch that if they're searching for that topic. So your video can show up for them. They can go on, click what you have to offer, and maybe you have a clickable link in your description or your bio, they can get that. And so that can be passive income for you. There's also a longer path to monetization when it comes to ad revenue, memberships, as well as some of the video gifts that you can get. So you just want to be intentional about building that up so that hopefully you can get to monetization, by engaging on your TikTok and telling people to go on your YouTube. So that's another strategy. I share that with you because at the end of the day, I don't gatekeep. I'll let you know some of the things I'm doing, all the things I'm doing. Y'all hear first. Oh, we got 19 minutes. I don't know if we're going to reach our goal, but we got 19 minutes to get four daily heart mates. I don't know if we're going to reach it, but that's okay if we don't. But I appreciate you all supporting the live. TikTok will be okay. Thank you so much. I'm about to level up again. There we go, friend. I love that. I love to hear that. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate all those who did share your daily heart me. Do you have the tablet sideways? I don't. You know what? I did this earlier today, and somebody asked that question, like, could I turn it so that it shows? I'm gonna turn it for you. Just join. How you doing, Deborah? Thank you so much. So look here. I'm gonna turn it. I'm sideways now. It doesn't work that way. So somebody said you could change the orientation. So I'm going to have to figure out how to go in. Someone in my 10 o'clock said you can change the orientation. Yes. Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? They said you could change the orientation. There's instructions on how to change it. So I got to figure out how to do it because the camera is over here. Like when I look here, you guys see me looking, although I'm looking cross-eyed, but it's over here. And then there should be a camera up here, so I look like I'm looking straight ahead, similar to the phone, but it's not. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. So that's what you guys are getting. Thank you so much. It's weird. I don't know what to do about it, but I'm gonna go back and look and see if there's something I'm missing in terms of the instructions. Hope you're having a good day so far. I am. Thank you so much. I am. It has been a good day. So again, I didn't promote Michelle enough. So if you are looking for support, connect with her. She's my YouTube coach. She teaching me all the things about the platform. Really good person, really good, solid information. I would say go to her channel. Her channel is Yes Michelle Crochets. So Yes Michelle Crochets. She's obviously in the crocheting niche, but she's doing the content coaching for the YT. Okay, so you can connect with her if you're curious. And everybody was a beginner at some point, and that's what I teach here. We all are beginning our journey. How are you having? Yes. So I was just making sure I didn't miss a comment. How you doing, Nubian? Appreciate your friend, Miss Gimme. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you all. So yeah, Coach Miss Jessie, I am using that stand. So that's how I was able to turn it real quick. I am using the stand. The stand is great. The tabletop stand has not come in yet. So I need to check and see. I meant to check, but it has not come in yet, but I am using it. And so I like the elevation, but I think I do want the orientation to change, and I need to, I think I would prefer for it to be desktop. So have it on a desktop platform. Thank you so much, Life with Bria. Thank you so much for coming in, friend, and getting that daily heart me. So let's do this. My new people, there's a few people who are new in the room. If you're new, let me know. And if I usually use this as a space to say, if you are not going live, let me know as well. Okay, so we could talk about that. I got my tapper today. Did you? Oh, do you have it? Are you using it? Hello. Um, Tiffany, thank you so much for joining. I see your friend. I love that. I love the name change. You changed the name. How are you, friend? Awesome. You said it's charging. You know what? It has to charge. It stays on the charger. Yeah, you got to keep it on the charger. It doesn't work off the charger. So you can use it. Yeah, you got it. It won't cut on with it not being on the charger. So it is charger only. I'm going to subscribe. Oh, thank you. Subscribe to my YT. Awesome. Appreciate your friend. Hello, Dr. Lisa. I am new and I came over from, oh, did you? Yes. So I did the live yesterday. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I did the live yesterday. I was a guest in Portia Work from Home Job Coach. I was trying to think of her full name. And she had me come in because what happens is that you'll have a lot of people who will come to a live and I mean, I'm sharing this with you all because this is reality for people who are navigating this live host process. So you have people who come into a live and they are not accustomed to going being in a live room. They don't understand how to engage fully. They don't understand their role. They don't understand TikTok fully. And like I don't just like I would say I don't understand the YT very well. There's still some learning, there's a huge learning curve for me over there. And so recognizing you don't know it all, so you want to bring someone who's going to come in and help you understand. And as a live host, you got to help your audience understand how to fully engage. And so what happened was that Portia was like, Dr. Lisa, can you come to my live and just talk about going live? Talk about how to engage properly as a viewer, how to make sure that they're getting engagement points through tapping the screen, sharing the live, liking the live, commenting, how they can also make sure that they're leveling up and getting their blue box and their daily heartbeat, just helping them understand because again, that's part of the engagement strategy here. So TikTok made this a game. This was a game. It's very gamified. This started off as an app for kids. Now we know it's changed. We understand that there's money to be made over here, that there's a whole TikTok economy over here. So we understand it. Now, not all of our friends and colleagues, not everybody understands it. So you got to educate people. You got to make sure that they are making the best out of this experience. Even as a viewer, when you go up to become a guest, that means you change from the spot of being a viewer to being a multi-guest, a guest or even a co-host. You can monetize. So you can earn money from your engagement as you're coming up in someone's room and you're talking and sharing information. So recognize that you start off as a viewer, and if you're not an engaged viewer where nobody knows you're in the room, nobody knows that you are even, saying anything because you're so quiet, then you're not going to get the most out of the experience. You said I just thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate your friends. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate the support and let us know if you have any questions in the chat. But yeah, if you come in and you're not an engaged person, then no one knows you're in the room. And so what will happen is that you won't get the most out of the experience from a TikTok perspective because viewers get points and that engagement translates into your live performance as well as to your content. Because if you're actively engaging and commenting and tapping, liking the live and sharing the live and doing the gifting, then TikTok says, okay, the people in the room, they're saying, okay, first of all, they see you and they say, okay, well, wait a minute. I'm going to go to your page. I'm going to go to your content. I'm going to engage. So you're getting that exposure and support because you started here by your engagement. So all of it matters. And then, like I said, I think we're a team. We're not fans. I think we work together. So if you are working to support the live and I'm giving information, I tell you all the time as a live host, my job is to educate, entertain, and or inspire you. Your job is to get to know, like, and trust me and to engage. Okay? And so we're going to work together in this. All right, friends, let me know if there's any questions. I always like to get a sense from the room if there's some questions that you have that I need to answer. I'm happy to answer any questions, especially for my people who are going live. And you have any specific questions based on your live experience, and if there's some things that pop up for you, I can go through a couple things. Thank you so much for the roses. I appreciate the support. I can go over a couple things because somebody said how to pin someone. I was in a live today and they were a new person, and it's like I just avoided. I've never pinned anyone. So pinning is basically when someone puts a comment in the chat, you can tap the words and you can pin their comments. So somebody put a comment in for me because you guys have been kind of quiet. Trisha, how are you? I'll pin you, friends, since I see you there. How you doing? So she connected with Coach Miss Jessie. So if you're new, you always want to click to the person's name, photo. Their mini profile will pop up. You can follow or follow them back. And then you can click that @ symbol next to the follow. And at that @ symbol, you can add words. I tell you all the time, she said, hi, friend. I tell you all the time, you want to make sure you are saying words that are a little bit more substantive than just gotcha, scoop, follow. TikTok sees that as fake engagement, so you don't want to do that. It is the perception that you're just following for follow's sake. And oftentimes those words are blocked and or filtered in a way that your comment may not even appear. So you got to be careful about that, especially depending on the room you're in. Thank you so much. Hello, friend, for joining the live. Let me know if you have any questions. Hi, Dr. Lisa. How are you, friend? And then you said I went live for the first time yesterday, and I did it scared, and I was super excited. All I did was play. What'd you do, Principal Martin? What'd you do? Play with the effects and stuff? I tell you, I think well, it's probably gone by now, but there was a live where all I did was play with all the effects. I just turned on different screens and played around, and somebody probably saw it because they didn't tap to come in the room, but somebody probably saw me putting on the Santa Claus face and some of the other characters that are in there. But yeah, you just play around with the buttons. You can't break anything. All of it is there for you to kind of get to know and experience. You say you're laughing at me. Somebody, they could have did a screenshot. They was like, I'm a blackmailer at some point with my Santa Claus face on. But yeah, I just played around with it. And then, you get host and co-host and all those things later. So you'll get the ability to have multi-guest up and host. You'll get that after you've done a total of 3. I think host and co-host comes on the second or third one. Pinning, when I just pinned that message earlier, you can't pin someone up immediately. I think that comes after the 3rd live as well. I play with all the buttons today on live. Yes, that's it, newbie and queen. That's it. Just play with the buttons. Get accustomed to the buttons. Don't let this intimidate you. Conversion rates are almost 0 in shop. I need to get retainer deals. California kid, how are you, friend? You need to get conversion rates are almost 0 in shop. You're talking about TikTok shop. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I need to get retainer deals. What do you mean by retainer deals? You're talking about brand deals? What do you mean by that? Where they, hello though. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. You got a lot of followers. How are you? What type of products are you doing? Something to do with South Fitness. So some of the health and wellness products or fitness equipment. It depends on what you're trying to do too. It depends on the products. I'll have to be honest with you. There are products. So what I'm learning, because on my other page, I'm assuming you know that because that's why you said that. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you. So on my other, yeah, thank you, Michelle. I was about to do it too. On my other page I have is at Dr. Lisa Shops. I'm actually going to do a shoppable live today. So today is my day that I do it over there. There are products that are trending products, and you'll see with those products where there is more commissions. So I'm assuming that's what you're talking about, California kid. If that's not what you're talking about, let me know. That's 8:30 p.m. Eastern. 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So I'm a little later. And then I was going to try to come on. Maybe I'll try to come on. I haven't committed yet because I didn't promote it. I was going to try to come on maybe an hour earlier or 30 minutes earlier and just talk about Shop as Much. But if you guys want me to talk about it a little bit here, that's totally fine. I'll probably stay on live today because I have such a long day. I'll probably stay on live probably right around 5:36 at most. I don't think I'm going to stay longer than 6. Girl, that's almost, I know it's almost bedtime for me too. That's why I said you hear me talking because I need to take a nap, y'all. I'm not playing. I need to take a nap. Get a little cat nap in before I go live later because that's late for me. And I told you my battery is draining when it comes to going on later like that. But I got to stay, you got to stay a little bit more alert and effervescence. And I actually got to reconfigure my room a little bit. So there's some feedback I got from my TTS coach. So I'm making sure that I'm being intentional about taking feedback and applying that. So I'm going to try to see if I can do a couple little changes and see if that works. I have to get back to work. Thank you. Thank you for all the useful information. I'll be sure to join again. Thank you so much, Life with Dre. I appreciate you. Um, yes, Nookie, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for sharing out the live. And everybody else, feel free to tap and share the live. Auntie, how are you, friend? Auntie Jackie, appreciate you joining. Thank you for that daily heart me. So yes, so I with the TikTok shop, you got to make sure you are paying attention to trends, trending products, trending trending products. Usually, you'll see the higher commission. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to those things. Thank you so much, friends, for sharing the live out in Daily Heart Me. Babylin, thank you so much, friend. And let me see if I can pronounce this correctly. Is it Abensima? Abensima? Thank you so much, Daniel. Thank you for joining. How you doing, Momo Green? How are you, friend? Appreciate you joining live. So all of you are joining live. Do you have to keep a stock of products? Do you have to keep a stock of products? When you do a shoppable live, every product that you pin, you got to have. So the product, yes. So I have all products that I'm going to showcase. So every product that you are showing and you are promoting, you have that available. Now, products can come in a couple different places. They can come from products you already have in your home because they are in the shop, and so you can get them that way. Or you could request them as a refundable. Typically, they call it a refundable sample, meaning that you pay for it up front and you get a refund, like a rebate back if you get so many sales. So there's a threshold associated with that. So you can get that, or you can get what's considered a product from another store like the A to Z Zon store. So maybe you go over there, purchase it, and then you are able to promote it, and you decide if you think you want to keep it or not. Catch what I'm giving. Hopefully you caught that. Abina, thank you so much, friend. Appreciate you, friend. Good night. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. Appreciate you. Thank you for asking the questions. So you're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, so with the products, you do have to have them on hand. And again, you want to be a little strategic about what products you pick. So products that you have around your home may not be high selling, high converting products. So keep that in mind. However, when you do a shoppable live, maybe there is a case to be made to say, okay, the way you talked about the product, the way you promoted it, people want to buy it, and they want to buy it from you because they know, like, and trust you. And then essentially the way you sold them on the product, you're like, hey, here are the features and benefits. I want to make sure you guys know about this product. You might want to have this for your content creation or whatever you're going to promote. Thank you so much. I appreciate the popular live stickers. Appreciate the popular live vote. So yeah, so it depends on how you market and promote that product, and people will buy it from you. But again, there are some products that are trending, some products you might want to grab and have on hand so that you can promote it because of the commission. Okay. And so my friend who came in earlier, they were basically saying, hey, I think it was California Kid, that the commissions are not doing well right now. But again, I think it depends on the product you're trying to promote. There are some areas that perform a little bit better. So the health products, the health and wellness products, you see a lot of those supplements, any of those materials, they do a little bit better. Whereas, some of the other products that are maybe that are readily available, a lot of people are getting them. They may have a lower commission because now the market is, I mean, there's a market interest and demand, but maybe to a certain extent, a lot of people are selling it. So there's like a saturated market. And so you don't have to compete for the commissions as much. So you can just make the seller doesn't have to do that. So they make it a little lower. So, any other questions? Let me know if I try not to talk about TTS too much here. I'm trying to switch my narrative a little bit because TikTok is, I say it's kind of a shadow ban where they're like, okay, you're talking about shop stuff, but then you're trying to change it to this other conversation, and then the algorithm is confused. So that happens to you as well. You got to make sure you don't confuse the algorithm. Um, was it Rabbi? Is that it? Reba, hormone coach. How are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you joining the live. When you Thank you so much. When you message someone, when you do the add symbol, you want to make sure I always put words there because this is what's called dry tagging, and on TikTok will see that will treat you like you're a bot, so you might get banned or blocked or filtered because it's like that's the bot behavior because they don't put words behind, like words like hello, how are you, good evening, as opposed to scoop, follow, and gotcha. So you want to make sure you put the right words. All right, friends, let me know if there's any questions. We're going to keep it going. Keep it going. A couple things I typically talk about is making sure my nervous and shy people. So if you're new to my room, put new in the chat. I always use this as a way for us to connect and engage as well, and making sure I answer questions for you all. This is a room where right now the room is not rooming as much, but this is a room where if you are curious about how to navigate this platform, you should ask. This is a perfect time to ask because I can answer your question. Thank you so much, friend. I can answer your questions as well as you can get as much feedback and information as possible from navigating live, talking about content. We talked about content yesterday because I knew here I wanted to say your hairs. Oh, thank you so much, Jess. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hello, the family career coach. How are you, friend? Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for being here. So yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I will say one thing we talked about yesterday was content because there was a lot of questions surrounding. We had someone come up, Alicia. She may come in a little bit, but she came up and she shared a little bit more about the community guidelines and was talking very specifically about content engagement. I've been talking about this a lot in my content. You said I missed it yet. Yeah, she shared two things. So we talked a lot about, well, a couple things she shared. She shared you want to engage in people's content, okay? You want to make sure you're engaging in people's content because as you're engaging, TikTok is prioritizing your content to go out. You'll see where you'll get a boost as you are sharing and commenting off someone else's comments in your content. So say my post that I wrote and someone wrote a comment back, I need to respond as a live host. As a content creator. I need to make sure I'm responding, and that will help your page grow even more. You said you was on her live last night. Yes, she's good. I like it. Did you do her reggae and soca music? So I think she has it in. Sometimes she cooks. Yeah, so she's a good live host. I like it. You want to make sure, for your room, you build a community that will respond to what you're offering. I tell people your community. Yes, I really enjoyed it. Yeah, your community will love how you are connecting to them. Whether you're doing something that's more entertainment focused, singing, dancing, playing music, performing, playing an instrument, crocheting, doing a craft, whatever it is that you do, You could do that. If it's educational based in nature, where maybe you're talking about live strategy, maybe you're talking about content creation, maybe you're talking about my friends who are the confident coach and the trauma coach, like you're educating people in that way. You want to be intentional. So that's where you show up, and as you show up consistently, your audience will respond to you and come back and keep showing up for you. Okay. If you are new to going live or nervous about going live, put new in the chat. I will say this, it's important for you to start practicing. I say practice makes progress. You can practice here in the app when you go live. How you doing, Amiria? Thank you so much, friend. Oh, how are you, folks? Appreciate you. Reese, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for coming to the live. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all joining here, whether it's here or on my YouTube channel as well. I appreciate you all coming through. So yeah, so I enjoyed your live today. I really did. So I wanted to make sure I said that, friend. Amiria. Is it Amiria? I think I said it correctly, friend. Yes, so my friend, focus on me. Thank you so much for joining. Um, can I give you, I'm going to give you some homework. So I usually give homework, where I want you to create a bio. You put words in your bio for a couple of reasons. I always say this. TikTok needs to know who you are. You're welcome, friend. TikTok needs to know who you are. So those words matter because TikTok will then use that content, those words, those keywords, that's what I call them. It will use that to categorize you, whether you're doing content on travel or doing content based on crafting or wealth management or money management, whatever it is, relationships, whatever you're offering, you want to have words that align with who you are and what you're about. And then ideally, those words will align with the content you're going to create. Then people who are looking for that content, TikTok will push it out to them. It first starts with your audience, your community. So as you are going live, as you're creating content, you want to make sure you have keywords that's going to resonate with your audience. And then when you come to live rooms, you should connect with people who are interested in that topic. And then as you're connecting with them, then TikTok will see who your audience is, and then they will push it out to people who are looking for that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, friend. Yes, so you want to be intentional about how you create your content, and then that content will, again, if it's resonating with your audience, it'll go to those people. Can you give you some what? Let me know what you meant, Principal Martin. Some what? Are you talking about some feedback? Let me know. Were you about to say some feedback on your bio? I think your bio is great, actually. So, suggestion on how my bio, I was thinking of changing it to school skills strategies for parents. Yes, that's a good idea. Let me look at your bio again, friend. Help students become the level readers, master reading specialists. Yeah, if I could play out what you were saying while you were saying that, that's not a bad idea because parents is your audience. Really, if that's who you want to talk to, you don't want to talk to the students. You're not talking to them. You want to talk to the parents. So if you want to give them schooling skill strategies, yeah, I would do that. If you want to then offer support to parents, especially if their kids are, uh, you know, low level readers and they're trying to improve their reading skills and study skills, those type of things, yeah, that's the audience you want to talk to. So your content should speak to the audience. I said this yesterday because somebody else, I think they were doing math tutoring, but you want to make sure as you're thinking about they were doing math tutoring for kids and their audience was the parent, you want to make sure you are talking to them so you can speak to their pain points. Okay, so you want to know. Good evening. How you doing, Sarah? Thank you so much. Soraya, is that it, Soraya? Thank you so much, friend. As you're talking this to the parents, you're able to talk to the parents' pain points. I know you're, wanting your kid to be successful at XYZ grade level and they're currently not meeting benchmarks or not getting the test scores that they need to, progress to the next level, or even express the detriment of that. Like, what does it mean for them to continue to persist in elementary or high school or middle school, and they're still a low level reader? How is that going to impact them later? So again, talk to those pain points and maybe even recognize as a parent, like, what does it mean to get your kids support and assistance now? And like, what type of resources and services you have available, and how do you support them? Beautiful Thursday to everyone. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. So yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea if you were looking to change your bio, to talk to that audience. How you doing, Jim Hare? Thank you so much, friend, for coming on in. Appreciate you all joining. Thanks for the advice. I need to change my perspective to the parents and speak to them. Yep. Yep. That's your audience. Your audience is the parents. So, I reached my 1K today. For your shop page? Look at there. Oh, it's any day now, then you'll get it. Congratulations. Let's cheer for that. Yeah, so your audience is your parents, on this app. Those are the people who are going to see you as an authority. They're going to want to listen to you. You're going to speak to their pain points. You also are going to speak to that demographic, the psychographic, the thing that they're interested in and passionate about. And then, as you know that audience well, then you'll be able to say, okay, here's how I can be of service to you, how I can be a solution. Okay, so you want to be intentional about that. When you obviously, if you're speaking to the student, you can do some content that is talking about the student, don't get me wrong, but you want to always make sure that it's centered around how parents can help their students. Yeah, so that you're offering your solution and making sure that the parents are positioned in a way to help their kids. Yeah. Hello, Dr. Lisa. How you doing, Dimples? I appreciate your friend. Thank you so much for the sub stickers, friends. Thank you so much coming out with the sub stickers. Um, any other questions? I did my sub only live yesterday. I will not let this day go by. That's why I said I got to get off. I got my to-do list. I got to look into the orientation. I got to do some sub content. TikTok gave me a puzzle. TikTok will give you a little puzzle piece that you got to slide over. So they gave me a puzzle, but it's all good. You just slide it over. And so I'm going to do that for my subscribers so you guys get a video from me. And then let me know if you have any questions, friends. I appreciate you. Let me know about the search for the agency. Search for the agency for, thank you so much, EM. I appreciate you, friend. Search for me, looking at different agency. You know what? I have not started. I've been running a list. So my list is a couple different agencies. Somebody gave me a new one. Enjoy Culture. EM, congratulations on level 10. Enjoy Culture came up as another agency. Blue Shift was another agency I came across. Somebody said New Star and Evolve are battling agencies. Perfect 10 as well. I may need that. You may need what? The agency information, that list? Yeah, so I'm still collecting names. You guys know I was with GQ, Gravitas Q. And I submitted my notice to stop being with them as of, actually as of Saturday will be my last day. So I'm going to look and see about other agencies. I talked a little earlier about potentially, the idea of starting one. Not that I'm not thinking about it. I am thinking about it. I need to look into the requirements as well as, because I'm with Gravitas Q, I have to wait 30 days. And like I said, the last day is Saturday. And then you have to wait 60 days to go to another agency. You say, yes, do it. I'm looking into it. I'm strongly considering it. But you said I'll join. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You said, which one? They are phonies. Which one? GQ? Is that what you're talking about? Hello, Earthis. How are you, friend? Navy Mama. Hello, everyone. How you doing, friend? So yeah, Yeah, I realized it wasn't for me, that particular agency. So, at the end of the day, I didn't know what I didn't know when I first started on this process. I started back in January, and they came slid into my room on it was early January. I signed with them officially on January 10th. And so at the end of the day, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I decided, okay, I heard other people. And, the algorithm will send you people who just show up and be in your orbit. Thank you so much, Michelle. I appreciate your support. My moderator, yes, Michelle Crochet, she's about to head out of the YT. If you're interested in connecting with her, again, she's my person. We're gonna try to get her. She is my YouTube coach, so that's what I mean by my person. And so I'm gifting her to all of you. You guys can connect with her if you want to do a discovery conversation with her. She can support you with understanding how to build up your page over there. If you have not connected with me over there, please do, and please connect with her as well, so that we can build our pages. But also, if you send a comment, message us in one of our shorts or long form videos, like and subscribe, we will go to your page because we get a notification. So we'll go to your page and do the same for you. So I do it, and people in this room know I do it. So I want to make sure I am supporting you as much as you support me. You said I just went live for the first time. Alter, how are you, friend? Congratulations. Good job. Congratulations. How did it feel? Tell us how you felt. I was with my Navy Mom says I was with GQ as well, but dropped them. I felt like a number. Yes, that's it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You feel like a number. You feel like all they want to do is field you to sign you up to go battle. Like it's some type of combat. No, it's not. They just want to sign you up to go battle and keep doing that. I'm like, come on now, y'all. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. And so I decided that's not what I want to do. That's not the type of room I want. I want to make sure I am thinking intentionally about supporting people and not just the battling part of it. I'll get with that. I don't mind doing it on occasion, but that's all they were giving me. So I need something else. And I was like, I need to figure out other ways to learn and grow and be better. And you can't just keep telling me, oh, well, keep battling. Come on now. So, yeah. So, other strategies would have been great. For me, it's like strategies surrounding how do you grow your page and make sure you're building your community. How do you get subscribers? How do you think intentionally about some of the other ways to earn money on the app? How do you, again, make sure you're maximizing when it comes to your rewards that you can get while you're live. So there's some other tips and strategies they could have easily done. And then ongoing training and support. None of that was happening. I'm thinking about TikTok shop motivational products on the coaching page. Oh, that would be good. I like that. Yeah, yeah, that could work. It could work. You just have to be careful. Oh, sorry. I told you guys I need a nap before I do my shoppable live. That could be helpful for your page, but you got to be careful with the algorithm. Just making sure that you're able to shop products. Usually go through almost like a different type of audience. People who are looking for that product, not necessarily looking for your page. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. How you doing, Alicia? Appreciate you being here. We were just talking about your live. Who was at your live? Was it Doris? Someone came to your live that was in the room. They said it was a great live. You're awesome. Do you back camera for your lives, Dr. Lisa? I don't. I'm looking at myself on the screen. I don't. I told you for this tablet, I got to figure out the orientation because I look like I'm looking sideways, and that's not the case. It's the camera's over here. So I got to figure out how to make sure that the orientation is correct when I go on TikTok. But yes, let's see. You said I was nervous. Hello, Coach. How you doing, Lady BB? How are you? I was nervous and a little awkward. No one really engaged. Keep going. It will come in time. You'll get to the point where you know how to engage and you can answer questions and people will support your live. So you just keep doing it. How is it going? It's going well. It's going well. I was just introducing myself, but also shared a story that happened to me today. That was positive. Okay, yeah, that's good. What's your topic? Your topic is more Borough. Yeah, salon in here. Okay, are you showcasing the salon? You're welcome, Alicia. Appreciate your friend coming through. Yeah, last night or this afternoon. Yeah, okay, yeah. Jesse, just fashionable. You were talking about yeah, to me saying the algorithm. You got to be careful. Yeah. Even the shop lives. Yes. Yeah, if that page is not, so I'm gonna say that because I can say that for this account. This account set in on my other page's shoppable live, which I won't be doing no more. But it set in on that live, and the algorithm made it seem as if I wanted to do TikTok shop. So all that is happening for this page. So I would say be careful. Definitely be careful. I said earlier that it's probably not a bad practice. Thank you so much, friend. It's probably not a bad practice if you are gonna do TikTok shop. There's 3 accounts. I'm gonna talk about that. Give me 1 second. Let me catch up on accounts. Conversation real quick or comments. They're flipping the tablet upside down. You said, who's it? Try flipping the tablet. Oh, it's gonna have me upside down, friend, because then the product labels are backwards. I do it like this too, but wondering what to recommend. What you recommend? Say that again. Because the product labels are backwards. Oh, you know what? You can mirror. Turn on more. Let's see. Let me show you an example. Let's see. I'm just going to show this real quick. So product label is backwards. I don't know, did it do it? This is probably the way I'm supposed to be, huh? I just thought about that. Do I look like I still look like I'm looking off? I look weird. Is this what I need to do now? I don't know. So it changed. You can mirror. Change the words. So now you can see the words face on. I still look like I'm looking off. Is that my eyes? It's like I gotta change back the other way. I don't like this orientation. Let me go back. But yeah, that's what it is. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. I'm so tech illiterate. Thank you. You're welcome. So click more and then turn off mirror, and you can do it that way. Yeah. So that's it. Where did you get that gadget? You said, where did I get that gadget? It's This is, let me show you. I talk about this, so come 8:30. 8:30 tonight at my shop, I'll show this product. But this is my product here. I'm actually using it. I use it for my, you said there it is. Wow. I think that's what I did. Yeah. Yep. You can flip the camera. Yep. Do mirror. Yep. That's it. Front camera. Hey. Yep. That's it. I was just catching up on your comments. Yeah, so when you do that, that's how you get it. Yeah, my shoppable live is about tech products and tech products for live hosts and beginners, and that's actually a product I do feature. I do feature that. There's about I'll have about 10 products I show, but yeah, so there's some products that I have on my like top of my list. Many of the products I show, I try to see if they're on flash sale or if they have free shipping so that you can hopefully get the best bang for your buck so that you're not spending a lot. So I try to search for the ones that I want to promote that's going to give you the best value too. Okay. I just did what I missed. I missed Coach Miss Jessie. I missed what you said. Is it okay just to get on live just to engage and encourage my clients? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. As opposed to what? What are you saying? Like people selling something, promoting something? Yes, yes. I will say, as you're building and encouraging your community, you probably want to lead them to something, some solutions, something else. Maybe you do have a salon or products that you want to share with them. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Give me 1 second, Coach Michelle. And let me catch up on 1 or 2 more comments before I bring you up, before I miss the chat. Live is for whatever you want. It is, yep. Kia Drop Live is for whatever you want. I teach that there's a methodology in terms of launching your income. So if you're thinking about passive income stream, I want you to be a little bit more just not just showing up doing this, because there's money to be made as a live host, but there's also money to be made when you think about additional marketing and passive income that you can make to your audience that's interested in learning from you, getting your solution. So if you're strategic about what you're talking about, you can lead them to that solution, and they may not even realize that they needed it. But because of your topic, they're like, you know what? I need what she has. Just like I just showed that product. People's like, where did you get that from? I need what she has. So that's how you do it too. So you want to be intentional about what you're doing from that perspective. But yes, I love that. Basically, we need a call to action. That's it. Yeah. You said, I thought I missed it. Coach Miss Jessie, I'm pulling you up now, friend. How you doing? Hello.
Here I am. So I was sitting here thinking because I keep watching you sideways. And I'm like, I remember having this problem, and I couldn't remember how I solved it when I first got my tablet. Because I kept saying that's one of the reasons I didn't want to use my tablet because I couldn't figure out why I looked like something was wrong with my
Yeah, I'm
eyes.
looking off.
But that's what I remember doing though. I flipped it upside down
So
and it fixed it.
you fit.
Like literally,
Okay. So
it upside down.
when I flipped the sideways version.
Yeah, but the tablet completely opposite, and it will fix it. Like just turn it
Let me
around.
see.
Like
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it right now. Now, am I upside down? I look upside down.
Sure.
Why am I upside down?
It's weird because that's what I did. Because I looked at my tablet, and I'm looking like how you're looking right now, sideways. Like I'm not seeing myself straight forward. But then when I rotated, it came to the right view.
It didn't just do it for me.
That's so weird. That's why
I don't know if I'm in a box. Maybe that's the difference, but it just didn't do it. Now, what did happen? My name and everything else flipped upside down for me. It flipped the right side up, so it didn't. I was upside down. Everything else was correct.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
I had this problem. I was like, how did I fix it? I did it. I don't remember how I did it, but I do remember I ended up rotating it because it made me didn't want to use my tablet because I was like, I didn't like the view.
Yeah. I'll figure it out. I'll see. Somebody said I need to look up TikTok orientation, iPad orientation for TikTok, and there was some instructions. So it must be something out there on the internet that I could search it for. Search it up. Yeah, it should automatically. All right, thank you.
Mine straightened it out, so I was hoping it would do the same for you. But okay.
All right, friend. I'll see what I'm doing wrong. Appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Bye.
Bye bye. Yeah. You said it's because you have an iPad. T, what does that mean? If it was a regular tablet, it would work. What you mean? Yeah, the iPad is what I'm using, friend. Yeah. Hello, Natty Nat. How are you, friend? How you been? Where you been? How are you? Yeah, how's everything going, friend? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. So, good evening. Good evening. Yeah, the iPad features are probably built to do it for you somehow. Yeah. So I'm gonna look it up. I'll Google it or see. I'm good. How are you? I'm good too, friend. iPads is what I have. Yeah. Yeah. So this is one of the newer ones. It's a 11 Pro. So it's not, it's not basic. It's not, like an older generation. So it should be able to do some things. So I'm not sure what's going on, but you're right. It's not centered. And like I said, the camera is like over here. Turn the tablet upside worked for her because it's not. Oh, you said turn it upside down. She said no. She said she has an iPad. She said she has an iPad. T. Yes, she said that's what she uses. So I'm not sure. I just started using this because my phone was acting kind of glitchy. TikTok was acting glitchy too. So all of it was acting up. And TikTok is still kind of mistreating me, but it's okay. Maybe before you go on live. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up before I go live again and just see if it is something else that I'm doing differently. I use the iPad for my live stream for the products too. So I definitely want to do it before I go live for that one. So, all right, friends, let me know if there's any last minute questions. Love your hair. Thank you so much, Kia. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let me know if there's any last minute questions because I actually, like I said, I'm going to do that iPad question first. I'm going to do that once I get off. And then I am going to, I got to get ready for my 8:30. 8:30 at Dr. Alicia Shops. That's my page. You're more than welcome to come. I do tech products in particular. So you're more than welcome to grab anything and let me know if you have any questions, because I've done my homework, I've done my research on the product. So happy to share anything. All right, good friends. I so appreciate you all. Claim your points. I want you to claim any points up there. And then I will be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. and we will do it all over again. No, she won't. She quit on me. She's quit just like I'm quitting GQ. She quit on me. No, she went down to hang out with her friends. She has a friend selling a birthday this weekend. So they doing a friend hangout day, weekend rather. So she's not physically here this weekend. And so then last week she quit on me, so I had to do it myself. I had to mod myself, pin products. It's a learning curve. I said this earlier. It is a learning curve, so I don't admit to being perfect at it. It's something I'm still gathering and getting myself acclimated to, but it is different. So especially if you're doing it in a way that you're like, you know, presenting, you're showcasing the product, showing the features and benefits. My room has not been like super large, so I've been able to kind of manage the chat. So this weekend it wasn't too bad. So, but you definitely, in my opinion, you definitely want a moderator for the shop if you're going to do it, because again, you want to focus on the products and stuff, and you can have somebody penning, talking, putting stuff in the chat for you. So it just becomes a lot easier. Thank you so much. A lot easier if you are going to do shop to have a moderator. I have a couple people who have offered to moderate, so I may take somebody up on the offer. Just I'm trying to do it without help first, while I'm still getting used to it, because I don't want to be so dependent on help if I don't have it. And so I'm trying to figure it out first, as I learn and grow my life. Thank you so much, Coach. Confidence Coach. Thank you for joining. Let's see. Um, Before you post your products, use the pre-check tool. Okay. Okay, thanks. You're talking about for content or for videos? Alicia, which one were you referring to? Where do I go to purchase your class? Go to purchase my class, the bundle? Are you talking about the Launch and Earn Blueprint bundle in my Stand store? So you want to click my photo here. My mini profile pops up, click my photo again, and then it takes you to my main profile. And in there is my Launch and Learn Blueprint bundle. So you can go there and get it. Thank you so much for asking. I think that's what you're asking, but let me know if you're talking about something else. If you're talking about consultations, it's in there too. The Stand store has consultations. I'm doing 2-for-1 right now. I'm changing that as of Sunday. So 2-for-1. I'm also, I have the UBC course in there as well. So I'm an affiliate for UBC. So there's a couple different things in there. Man, so I gotta raise up 2 accounts. Oh, I didn't finish that, did I? I did say that, didn't I? I dropped that real quick before I videos for TikTok shop. Okay, thank you. Appreciate your friend. I need to do that. I checked for music, so that I do check, but I need to check for do a pre-check for my video overall. So thank you for saying that. It will check your videos and let you know if your videos is okay. Yes. Okay. I don't think I've done the actual pre-check. I've seen the check that they do for your the community standard violations for your music. Um, what was I about to say? The TikTok shop, 3 accounts. I said 3 accounts. I kind of use that as a teaser. You can do pre-check for music. Yes. It does it for you, actually. It'll do a quick check to make sure your music is in guidelines with the community guidelines. Is the commercial music that you have to use. 3 accounts, shop account, maybe your personal account. Like this account is my personal, my primary account. Maybe I should use that word. Like if you have a primary topic, like this is what you want to use it for. You don't want to confuse the algorithm. So when I talk about this, I was only seeing TikTok shop content. I was, engaging in that quite a bit. So that's all I was seeing. And I was even going to my shoppable live with this content, with this page. What I will say is that you need that third account to be very similar to what I was talking about a second ago, where I had to be my own moderator. What I would do is have my third account, not this account, not my shop account. I would have my third account come into the room. I could make it a moderator if I wanted to. I didn't do that. I just had it as a viewer, someone who was just in the room. But I can see the products that I pinned the way you all see it. So that's helpful because you don't see your products the way your viewers see it. So you can have that as an option for you to be able to navigate. You could use that account to chat. You could use that account to tap for you. So it just requires you to have another device that you have close by that you're able to also like look at things really quickly and get an understanding of what's out there. So yeah. Thank you all. I appreciate you all coming in. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you joining. I am about to jump off. Actually, I'm about to jump off because I said I have to do some homework. Gotta make sure I'm ready for my 8 o'clock, 8:30 tonight. 8:30 is my shoppable live on my other page, Dr. Lisa Shops. You became 3 people. Yes, I had to be 3 people. Well, Dr. Lisa is done for the day. I don't mess with that account anymore. You said a nap. And then, so Dr. Lisa doesn't engage in the shoppable stuff anymore. So it's my other account that me and the shoppable account are connected. Yeah. But yeah, awesome, guys. All right, good friends. I appreciate y'all coming through. Thank you so much. Feel free to join my other live tonight. And then if I can, I might even jump on early before I do my shop live to just talk about shop a little bit more because I want to save that for that account. So I'm going to start going over there to talk a little bit for people. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you all. Take care. Yes, please. All right. Oh, you said yes, please. Oh, yes, that's right. You said yes, please. I'm going to try my best to. I may not do it. If I don't do it today, I'll probably do it tomorrow or Saturday. I'll do it one day this week. If I don't do today, I might try to do it today. I have to see how I feel. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, friends. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. You hit somebody. All right. Take care. I appreciate you. I'm gone. All right. Bye-bye.